summarize that very eventful ninth inning, top and bottom?
Yeah, you know, exciting. Obviously, we came out on the good side of things, right? But credit to the guys that continue to battle it back. Got down early in the game, and then good at bats there in the sixth, I think. But then in the ninth inning, against a pretty good closer on Alvarado, Taylor leading off the inning, walks out a walk. Then McNeil gets it going with a single up the middle. Really another good at bat against the lefty today. And setting up the table. But overall, good at bats, and then piecing it together. Reed Garrett gets one out there, gets in trouble, and then Drew Smith, comes in and continues to make pitches, and then that last play of the game for Torrens. What a great play. The instincts not to only go get the baseball, but having the ability to come back, touch the play, and then execute the throw. Unbelievable play, and I'm glad we got the win there.
What is the level of difficulty on that Torrens play, just given how unusual it is?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it before. Where the catcher goes out there, gets the ball, comes back, touches the play, and still turns to. Having the instincts, but at the same time, slowing it down. Don't try to be too quick. Making sure that you secure the ball, step on the play, and then having the ability to create a lane because the runner's going in the inside part of the baseline and execute that throw. So pretty impressive play.
Did you have any problem with the way Stubbs slid?
No, that's the last play of the game. He's trying to break up a double play. He's playing baseball. Game's on the line. I'm just glad that Torrens executed a really good play.
Stay on the right, third row.
Hey Carlos, congratulations on the win. In English football, that ninth inning, we'd call it squeaky bum time. And the team came through. After the difficulty of yesterday and what has so far been a really tough season, what would you say just about the mental fortitude of your players just to get through that?
Yeah, great comeback from the guys. Got behind early in the game, 3-0, Walker's cruising, and then we were able to put together some good at-bats against a good lefty on Soto. Obviously JD, Nemo got him. But yeah, tough game yesterday. Coming off a tough month in May, but the guys continue to show up, continue to battle, continue to push each other, continue to prepare, knowing that we still got long ways to go, but making sure that we take one game at a time, our preparation, and they compete. And then today we saw it. Got down and got back, and then got down in the ninth, and we still were able to put together some good at-bats, and I'm glad we closed it out today.
You spoke earlier about wanting to, get a bigger sample size of Torrens, looking at him. What have you made of him overall in this time, and how tough a decision is this game?
It's a tough decision. I said it before the game. I continue to say it because they're both making it hard on us. Even though that Nito hasn't played the past couple of days here, with Torrens playing the way he's playing, it's going to be a very difficult decision for us. And obviously, it's good that you got two guys performing. Because Nito, like I said before the game, he's done his job, and now Torrens, with the way he's playing this past road trip. And the way, today, not only he's at bat, but that play to end the game, he says a lot about him as a player. So those are some of the difficult conversations that we're going to have in the next few days, and we got to make it.
Carlos, I assume part of it is because of off days before and afterwards, but this had a little bit of a playoff feel in the mid-inning pitching changes, very aggressive pinch running. Did you feel that? And was it even more than just days off, like we need to win this game kind of a feel?
Yeah, where we at, every game's important. There's a sense of urgency here. And when you have guys available, I'm going to be aggressive, and I'm going to manage, and matchups and piece it together. And then, yeah, you're right. Maybe if in a different situation, maybe Quintana gets a little bit of, wiggle room. But he was one of those where we are on the schedule, off days, and the bullpen fully ready to go. I'm glad we came through today. But yeah, there's always a sense of urgency.
Take one last one. What did you think of Quintana? And now that it's mid-June, his ERA is over 5. How long can the team afford that level of that amount of performance?
Yeah, he's had the last two items has been a struggle for him, but every starting pitcher is going to go at some point. He's going to go through a stretch where it's not easy for him, just like position players do, they made him work from the beginning. You know, from the first inning. I'm glad he got that changeup, got a ground ball. We were able to turn double plays. But yeah, he's been in this league for a long time. He's been around, and I'm pretty confident he'll bounce back.
For Drew, you probably had the best view of that last play. What did you see just from everything?
Honestly, I didn't even see the slide or anything. I was just yelling, tag home. I didn't see, I thought he stepped on the bat, to be completely honest. So then my eyes went directly to first to see if we got him out at first. So I haven't been able to watch the video or anything yet. But yeah, it was a heck of a play, and we needed it.
You ran right over to him after that.
Yeah.
Did you know that, or think he was a little hurt? Or
I did, yeah. I mean, I pumped my fists and didn't realize what happened. Then I saw him on the ground and just made sure he was okay, and he said he was good. And then I asked him if he stepped on the bat. He said no, and I had no idea what happened at the time, but just glad he's okay.
Drew, what was that ninth inning like to pitch? It seemed a real pressure environment there. They were threatening to come back, and the crowd was up for it. What was that like for you?
It was awesome. I mean, that's what you live for as a reliever. I would have loved to come in and strike out Harper and then strike out Bohm and be done with it. That's the ideal situation. Made it a little tougher on myself, but made some pitches when I needed to, and came through, and that's what it's all about.
Is it like you talked about those two guys? Are you aware of obviously who you're up against when you're in that ninth inning of how good that team are and who's at the plate?
Yeah, absolutely. We know who they tell us who we're facing when we're coming in, and obviously that's one of the best teams in baseball and a couple of the best hitters in baseball, and you're well aware of that. You know you got to come in and execute, and yeah, I was just glad to get the job done against Castellanos.
Left side,
Hi guys, question for either of you really. Obviously, congratulations on the win and wrapping up this series in London. As we all know, there's a CBA coming up to renegotiate. This may or may not come back after 2026. What have your thoughts been on this weekend, and will you go home and be ambassadors for staging future matches here?
Yeah, no, this trip has been phenomenal. Get to play baseball in another country, which is always exciting. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think it's pretty cool to have both sets of fans here, and I feel like every pitch is there's so much going on. Between it's just loud. It's a lot of fun, and I think the teams who have came over here have had a lot of fun, and hopefully we can have it for years to come.
Bryce Harper said that you wanted to maybe see this as maybe a 4-team tournament, something kind of almost like a cup competition like we have here in the UK. Is that something that you would get behind?
Yeah, I was thinking that today. It'd be cool if you had like 4 teams here, and you play each team. You can get like 5-6 games here. It is tough coming over here for 2 games and then flying back to the States. So I think if we can get more teams over here and make it a more of an event, it'd be a lot of fun.
You've heard a lot more about cricket probably this week than maybe you ever thought you would in your entire lives. Sometimes they're pitted against each other here. Baseball's often compared to cricket. You've had guys go and be ambassadors and play cricket and learn about it. Is it valuable to have that comparison, or is it maybe detrimental to seeing the game of baseball grow here?
I think you want to grow the game of baseball anywhere, but speaking of cricket, I watched a lot of cricket while I was here. It was on TV. It was on TV the whole time, and my wife got into it. I got into it. I think I'd be a heck of a cricket player. I swing at everything if it bounces, and be able to put it in play and hit it anywhere. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And I know the World Cup of cricket, I think, is in the States right now, on Long Island. So I think the United States play on Wednesday. So I was going to try to see a match. I have no idea about the rules. I'd love to learn more, but it was pretty exciting to watch.
You're saying there's room for both, even
Yes.
over here?
Yes, absolutely. Over here on the right.
Yeah, Jeff, just continuing the cricket stuff. The big debate online at the moment is what's harder to play, cricket or baseball?
I have no clue because I haven't done cricket, but I've heard it's tough. Hitting a fastball, 100-mile-an-hour fastball. I heard it's the toughest thing to do in sports, but I don't know enough about cricket. Never done it. Would love to try it, and then I could really give you my opinion.
A lot of baseball players say cricket must be easier because the bat's huge. A lot of cricket players say, well, the baseball players all wear gloves and we don't. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the rules, so I know you hit. Hitting looks fun. It looks like you can hit it far and anywhere you want. So I know the ball's spinning multiple directions. It goes left, right. But love to try.
Jeff, what was it like to not only get back in there today, but pick up a couple hits against lefties?
It felt good to be back in there. First two bats saw the ball really well. Felt like took two good swings off a tie. He's throwing the ball well. Just happened to hit it, right at second baseman. And my last two at bats, kind of got a gift there. To be able to stay in the at bat and was able to get that bloop single. And that's sometimes you need that to get going. Got the bloop single. And then my last at bat off Alvarado, he's always been a tough at bat for me. He's throwing 100-mile-an-hour sinkers with 93-mile-an-hour cutters. It's tough, and I went up there. First pitch was going to bunt. I think they knew that too. So first pitch, going to lay down the bunt, get the guy over, and then kind of liked where the defense was playing, and I knew I'd probably get a heater in that situation, and was able to sneak it by the infield.
And for both of you, just how would you summarize the entire ninth inning? The entire ninth inning, top and
entire ninth inning. That was wild. I feel like we play, a lot of games like that against the Phillies. I think it's, never over till it's over. We've came back on them. They've come back on us. They're a good team. They're a good ball club. And you gotta, it's just a fight.
Yeah, it's baseball. That's what makes it fun. It's never over. I'm not saying it was a boring game, but you could have a boring game for 8 innings, and then the ninth inning it's just absolutely hectic. So it was a lot of fun, and enjoyed every minute for sure.
Jeff, what was this last week like for you, not playing and just sort of taking time to work on your swing?
It was tough. I want to be in there every single day. I want to contribute. I want to produce. It's been a little tough. We also faced 4 straight lefties, which isn't really putting me in the best position to succeed. If I'm in there, there's always tough at bats for me. I grind, I battle, but Iglesias been playing great, so it's been awesome. This is a team game. We need 25, 26 guys to contribute. So he was in there the last few days, played well for us. Able to sweep Washington, and then come over here, and we split, and just excited for the team right now.
Do you feel like you're back to or feeling more like yourself with a line drive swing?
I feel like I've hit some balls hard this year, and they don't always go through. Look at my day to day. I felt like my first 2 at bats were my 2 best swings, and I was 0 for 2, and then my last 2 at bats. Got a blooper and was able to sneak one by an infielder. So it's a game of baseball. It's tough. Hits aren't always going to go your way. What you can do is, my approach is always, stay up the middle, hit a line drive, and that's what I've been trying to do, and just hoping they start to fall.
Go to the back on the riser.
Hi, first off, congratulations on the game today. As a non-baseball watcher, don't really see it over here, I saw a lot of fans who were British leaving the stadium saying that it was really wild and exciting and incredible. How does it feel to be baseball representatives and showcase such an incredible last inning full game, really?
It feels great. Anytime you can try to bring a new sport to a country that maybe doesn't have it or it's not popular, it's awesome. We want to share our game. We want people to see it and watch it and grow and learn about it. And I think that this weekend really helped with that. And I enjoyed my time over here tremendously. I had a great time. It was my first time in London, and I would love to come back.
Definitely want to do anything we can to grow the game. I think this has been going on for 3 years, so it's been exciting. I loved watching the games, but London's been fantastic. I wish you do have more time here so you can kind of go out and do some things. I feel like I didn't get out too much with all the travel and it was long, but just to be able to grow the game is what we're doing here.